Chris here with Barnyard Outdoors. I am trying out a new trail today. I got the pack on and I'm going to hit a couple trails here at Waubonsie State Park, which is in Iowa, just across the border for me. So today I'm going to be taking the Mincer Trail and Sunset Ridge Trail. There were no trail maps actually at the station when I checked in, so I'm using all trails, and I'll be using my my Garmin Instinct, of course, for my tracking. So it's going to be a good afternoon. I'm looking forward to this trail. There's some good hills, so hopefully it'll be a little challenging. It's only a couple miles long, but I'll bring you along for the trip. Of course, I'm out here and it's probably the windiest day possible to do this. I got my my poles all dialed in. I'm here at the day use area, which is going to work great because when I get done on the trail, I am going to stop over here and make myself some lunch at one of these benches. Old Trail says this trail is about 2 miles long and it's a loop, so I'll loop right back around. It's a nice trail. It's very well kept. I'm not a resident of Iowa, so I had to pay for a day use permit. Those are $5. Very affordable. It's not bad at all. It's a nice little park. It's smaller than I thought it was. I drove through the camping area. It's a pretty small camping area, but looks like a nice place. So far from what I've seen looking around, it's going to be a good place to get a day hike in. So far the trail's been pretty nice. There's some patches of ice because we've had some weather come through the area. Some cold weather. It's nice today. It's about 44, 45 out. And trail's in pretty good shape. A couple places where it's a little slick, but other than that, so far it's a good hike. A lot of moss on the trail here, so I'm sliding around on that. But the thaw is happening. And when you have all the ice and snow start to melt, you get mud. You just deal with it on the trail. So I just came down that path, which takes me back up to the picnic area, and I got an intersection. This is where a trail map would be really handy. Kind of at a crossroad here, and I got to see what All Trail says. Which really isn't too much help. I think I need to go back up to the picnic area, because whatever trail I'm on is not on the map. Interesting. Yeah, well, I just came down this hill and now I'm gonna go back up it, because I think that's what it says. I need to follow the road and it loops around the far side. I don't know. This is why you need trail maps. This is why they need to keep them stocked, or you don't know where you're at, and I don't know what trail I'm on right now. You can look at an alternate source here. Sometimes Garmin Explorer has the maps or the trails listed, but do not see it. So I'm not sure what trail this is. We're gonna go back up. That just makes sense, I think. Yeah, back up. It's my executive decision because I don't know what trail this is I'm on. But I know the sign says to go that way, which is the way I just came from. So back up the hill, just what I wanted to do after coming down the hill. I'm gonna go back up the hill. So I ran into a couple locals, and they are just as confused as I am to where the trail goes. I walked back up the hill and could feel it. And there's a sign. I had high hopes for this sign. Doesn't really tell me anything. So I'm back up to the road that I drove in on, and I'm gonna walk this for a bit, see where it goes. So after that little diversion, according to all trails, I'm on the correct path now. I guess I just got a little extra hiking in. And the reason I say that is because right here is my car. So I did a little loop around there, and now I'm going to head this direction. It says follow the road, so I'm going to follow the road. All right, so I'm going to go down. Looks like down and into the valley, and then back up the hills. Got some nice stairs here for us, at least. Makes it a little easier. Problem with these stairs, they trap a lot of water, so they're a little muddy. Quite the hill to come down. I definitely needed the poles because of the bits of ice and a little slick. I'm not looking forward to having to go back up that if I do. But according to all trails, I am on the correct trail. So that's good. We'll see where this goes. I'm definitely going to be over the 2-mile mark because of my little confusion and diversion. But I'm out of the wind. I'm going down still to the valley. And then I'm sure I will have to go back up. It's just how this works all the time. Well, down here at the valley floor, the wind is not as bad. I'm kind of sheltered on all sides. But this is a nice trail. It is incredibly well maintained. The logs that crossed have all been cut, so you don't have to worry about crawling over anything. It's very nice. I wish I could stay down here in this valley for most of the trip, but fortunately it looks like I'm going back up. Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure what this is. I wonder if I should be worried about this, but there is what appears to be a small hut or small room here. Let's take a look. Hello? Well, that's interesting. I don't see that every day. It's kind of like a concrete hut that's built into the ground. If anybody knows what this is, or is familiar with Waubonsie and what stuff you see out here, go ahead and put it in the comments below. This is the kind of stuff I like when I'm out hiking, to find stuff like this. It's obviously some history to it. I don't know what that history is, but it's interesting, and it's something I've never seen before. So really cool stuff. Let me know if you do know anything about this area and what this might be. I'd love to learn more about it. Holy smokes, that was a big hill. And I get up here and I see this temporary trail reroute. So that's not on all trails. So we'll see what this adds to the mileage for this. Holy crap, this fat boy's out of shape. This is quite a hill, this reroute. I mean, it's like straight up the side of this hill. No switchbacks, just straight up. So I made it about halfway, taking a break. Nothing wrong with that. Well, the reroute wasn't that bad. Just kind of jaunted you around this super steep hill with another super steep hill that still going up. Oh, still out of breath. I made it to the top, and now I'm walking along this ridge. Stopped and had some water, caught my breath, and hopefully that'll be it for hills, at least for a bit. Getting up here was all worth it. Look at that view. You can see all the way into my home state. Whew. Oh, it was a lot of climbing. Well, I finally caught my breath, and the wind is a little crazy up here, so sorry for the wind noise. But this trail just skirts right along this ridge. It's actually a great view out there, and once you get up to the ridge, you just kind of keep going along it with some gentle hills, so that's not bad. But I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm a little over halfway through the loop, and it's definitely moderate. Those hills, those just about killed me. Well, I made it to, I don't know, the wind. You probably can't even hear me. I think this is called Sunset Ridge, and there's a marker and a bench here. And I'm gonna use the bench for a minute. Here is the survey marker. And here's this nice bench with this great view, except for the wind. All right, that was a nice little break. Somebody else came zipping up the trail, much younger than me, of course, not out of breath at all, not dying to sit on a bench. But yeah, it's so far it's a great trail to be on. More wind, always more wind. Whew. It's gonna blow me over one of these times. Just crazy. Beautiful trail, a beautiful country. So, I have made my loop back to where I took the wrong turn the last time. And I'm back on a familiar trail, close to the car. And I'm looking forward to getting back to the car. Definitely was a moderate trail. A little more than moderate for someone in my shape. It's I would say it's probably a hard trail. Someone with a good dad bod that sits at home all the time and works. But a great trail. Saw a few couples out here. Everybody seems to really enjoy this place. It turned out to be a pretty beautiful day too. So thanks everybody for watching and joining me on this little day hike. And make sure you hit that like button if you like content like this. Leave me a comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. So I just want to take a nap, honestly. If I had my hammock, I'd string it up and take a nap, but I got places to go. Oh, and the mud. Sometimes you hit a patch of mud and you just slide a bit. It's not fun. I'm definitely glad I brought my poles and my hiking boots. All right, I gotta stop filming or I'm gonna end up on my rear in this mud. Thanks everybody for watching. See you in the next video.